Reed,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer.
Yes.
It's an ordinance annexing property contiguous therewith to Water and Sewer Improvement District Number 3 of the City of Mountain Home, accepting annexation of territory of the City of Mountain Home, and annexing property to the city as commercial C2.
Make a motion, we suspend the rules, put on third reading?
Second.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Carr Emanuel,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Philip Frame.
Yes.
So ordinance annexing property contiguous therewith to the Water and Sewer Improvement District Number 3 of the city, accepting annexation of certain territory to the city, and to annex property to the city as commercial C2.
Motion to adopt?
Second.
Carr Emanuel,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren.
Yes.
And annexation cannot have an emergency clause. It become effective 30 days after the passage.
All right, Mr. Morgan.
Whereas petition was filed with the county clerk of Baxter County, Arkansas on December 3, 2025, praying that certain territory be annexed to and made a part of the city. Whereas on the 5th day of December 2025, the county court of Baxter County entered an order authorizing annexation pursuant to 1440-609 of the Arkansas Code, finding that the petition met the requirements of annexation under the provision and directing the clerk to forward the order to the mayor of the city. Therefore, be it ordained by the city council. The land described on attached Exhibit A is territory contiguous to and adjoining the city of Mountain Home, Arkansas, and the petition to annex the property is granted, and the property described in Exhibit A is hereby accepted as part of and annexed to and made part of the city of Mountain Home. The above described territory shall be annexed to and made a part of Ward 4 of the city of Mountain Home, and the same shall henceforth be a part of said ward as fully as existing parts of the ward. That the above described territory shall be zoned industrial I-1 to be used in accordance with the zoning laws and the laws of the state of Arkansas. This ordinance shall become effective 30 days from passage.
Mr. Sanders.
I represent Michael and Janie Edmonds Lewis now. This is the old Skeet farm lies out there. As y'all can tell from there, it's if you cross the bypass there off College, this property lies just to the left if you go across. I had a problem with GSI. You look at on the west, there's that little sliver that's owned by the Jones family. I didn't think I was going to, you can't leave an island, but we able to convince them that that slip went all the way down past this property, so I didn't leave an island there, thankfully. And the Skeets own the property on to the east of this property, which is not being brought in because she doesn't want pay the taxes if it gets annexed. That's whatever. But this will be brought in as industrial, and I'm sure everybody's concerned it's going to be probably a distribution center. And we had discussed with Arnold, and it has, at this point, it needs to be brought in as I-1. He will agree for I-1 so as to be able to utilize the property for what's needed. And I think this would be in the best interest of the city of Mountain Home that we annex this for it to proceed to expand what may be brought there.
I heard we were getting an Amazon distribution center. I just wasn't sure where it was at.
I didn't say that. I said it was a distribution center.
Well, I don't have a problem with it. I get a lot of stuff from Amazon, and it's not like it puts out bad fumes or anything. It just has packages in it.
Okay. Yeah. Excuse me, y'all have any questions? I do believe it'd be in the best interest for Mountain Home for us to annex it.
Absolutely.
Across from the library?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right across. It'd be south of the library.
Yeah, just right.
Library would be on the corner.
That's the library drive right up there.
College and bypass, we're just across the bypass.
To the left of stop loss.
Okay.
And it's already got sewer and water on the south side of it, correct, Steve?
I believe so, it does, yes.
Yeah.
it's already got,
Everything's there. that they
everything's
need.
there. I think that it's pretty well done all the testing, that's probably need due diligence and all that stuff, so we need to get it annexed, and we, after 30 days, we can move forward.
I'll make a motion, suspend the rules, put on second reading.
Second.
Ted, what's going to be the access to this property from the bypass?
No,
201.
201
Okay.
I think it's got-
Turns in 201 south when it goes back.
All right, okay.
We've got quite a bit of frontage there on
All
201.
right.
I think they've got 2 entries into that location right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How's that gonna affect traffic, though? I'm just curious. Has any of that been looked at?
But there's a lot there.
Right. I just didn't know with the way the lanes are set up right now, with it splitting off to the right, you know, on the bypass, because it splits off to the right on the bypass, or you can turn left at the light. I just didn't know how that was going to affect anything.
Well, RDOT has looked at all their plans and approved access
Oh, okay.
down there. They've
That's
already-
what I was asking, if
Yeah.
it had been
Yeah.
formulated. on
Yeah,
that side.
RDOT's been very much involved in that because of the proximity to the red light.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, they had to back off quite a ways from that light.
Yeah.
for the entrance.
Okay.
All right, we've had a motion and a second. Let's call the roll here. Corey Manuel,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer.
Yes.
So ordinance and annexing property contiguous therewith to Water and Sewer Improvement District Number 3 of the city, accepting the annexation of territory to the city of Mount Home, annexing property to the city as industrial I-1.
Motion, suspend the rules, put on third reading.
Second.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Corey Manuel,
Yes.
Susan Stockton.
Yes.
So ordinance annexing property contiguous therewith to Water and Sewer Improvement District Number 3 of the city of Mount Home, accepting annexation of territory to the city of Mount Home, annexing property to the city of Mount Home as industrial 1.
Motion to adopt.
Go ahead. I've got a real quick question.
Yeah.
So the property actually goes to the other side of the bypass, though?
No,
Okay, because that's the way it looks
Looks
on
like it on the
It
map.
looks like it,
that's the highway. That's the
No.
bypass.
Yeah,
Right.
but
In other words, when they require me to annex the bypass.
okay, all right, that's why I was wondering if there was actually open property on that other side at all anywhere, and I couldn't
It
think of where
looks
there
like it,
was.
yeah.
So
Yeah, okay.
I annexed the state of Arkansas bypass
Gotcha.
In this section.
from the annex all the way from the south line of the library all the way down the south side.
Okay.
bypass.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. I kept looking at it, I finally got it to open up here on this, and that's where I was like,
Yes, the map does look like it's,
It looks like it, but that's the map GSI provided me from Lobot.
good enough.
I use their maps, I don't want to mess with them. I had a hard enough time getting this through the way it was.
Thank you.
I'll second Scott.
Thank you. Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Corey Manuel,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
yes.
Nick Reed.
Yes.
Mr. Sanders, would you like to go home and watch the
Yeah,
football game?
I was going to say Happy New Year, may I be excused?
Have a good
Happy New
evening.
Year.
All right, Mr. Morgan.
Whereas Arkansas Code Annotated 1442-107 allows city employees and officials to conduct business with the city of Mount Home upon passage of an ordinance prescribing the extent of the authority, therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Mountain Home, Arkansas. Council of the City of Mountain Home authorizes the individuals, companies listed on Exhibit A attached here to conduct business with the city and further defines the extent of authority as shown on Exhibit A.
Okay, y'all, this is something we do each and every year, and this is a current list that we've got of people that have done some sort of work. I guess this was last year's list, or any new ads that we know about, right, Scott?
Yeah, Brandon Taylor's the only new name on there. He's in bold. I did put a note down there at the bottom about Jackie Denwalt. He's a co-owner of Dim Bros, and they're leasing the cafe space. They're not really getting money from us. They're paying money to us, but I just wanted to note that, that connection was there for transparency, so.
I think didn't he leave the department?
He's gonna be reserved.
Oh, still be a reserve officer, okay.
Tristan Manuel, he could be removed. He's not working for the city.
We'll get it updated.
I make a motion, we accept the list as updated.
I think we got to put it through its readings, don't we?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's an ordinance. It's all three readings.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we suspend the rules, put on second reading to update the ordinance or update the list as stated, edited. Yes.
I got it, yeah.
I'll second whatever he just said.
Glad there's not a lot of big words here today.
Second.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker.
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Corey Manuel,
Yes.
Susan Stockton.
Yes.
So ordinance permitting municipal employees and officials to conduct business with the city of Mountain Home and prescribing the extent of such authority.
Motion to suspend the rules, put on third reading as noted.
Second.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker.
Yes.
Corey Manuel.
Yes.
It's ordinance permitting municipal employees and officials to conduct business with the city of Mountain Home, Arkansas, and prescribing the extent of such authority.
Motion to adopt is noted.
Second.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Corey Manuel,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren.
Yes.
All right, we're good.
Good, all right. Next item you've got is the approval of a 2% COLA raise for retirees. Alma contacted me last week, and when we did the COLAs and put the budget together, we put the money in for this, but we forgot to actually approve that line here that we have to do, correct, Alan?
That's correct.
So the money's already in the budget for the retirees to get to 2%. We just
Yeah,
made a boo-boo.
I forgot, because that has to have voice vote.
Yeah. So if we want to
Whatever
give the
you're doing.
retirees the 2% COLA, we have to take a vote on that.
You just need a motion?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the 2% COLA raise for retirees.
Second.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Corey Manuel,
Yes.
Susan Stockton.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, Roger.
Where it's been determined that professional fireworks displays should be managed and operated by duly certified pyrotechnics technicians from the safety of our city inhabitants, for the safety of our city inhabitants' visits to the city. Where it's been determined that professional fireworks displays and the retail sales of all fireworks require a duly authorized written permit issued by the city. Whereas City of Mount Home did adopt an updated fireworks ordinance on September 5, 2024, that was numbered ordinance number 2024-14. Whereas the Arkansas legislature in the most recent legislative session did change the dates that fireworks may be sold. And whereas it's been deemed appropriate that the City of Mountain Home's existing regulations on fireworks displays and fireworks sales should be updated to better reflect those changes enacted by the state Arkansas legislature, therefore be it ordained, this ordinance shall upon passage regulate the use of fireworks and their sales inside the City of Mountain Home and will become the 2025 Mountain Home Fireworks Ordinance, hereafter referred to as Fireworks Ordinance Version 1.1. The Fireworks Ordinance of the city is hereby adopted in its entirety by reference here too. Any person, firm, corporation found guilty of violating this ordinance shall be guilty of misdemeanor. Upon conviction, be fined not less than $125 nor more than $350 for every violation. In their interpretation and application, the provisions of this ordinance shall be held to the minimum requirements adopted for the promotion of public health, safety, and general welfare. Should there be any conflict or duplication within this ordinance to any other existing ordinance or ordinances, the more stringent regulation shall apply. Ordinance 2024-14 is repealed in its entirety. All other existing ordinances or parts of ordinances which are inconsistent herewith are repealed.
Scott?
Yeah, Sean was going to be here. He's got to feeling under the weather about lunch, and so I told him just go home. This last legislative session, the Arkansas legislature, they rolled back the on-sale date for summer fireworks sales 1 week. They moved it from June 20th back to June 13th. And the thinking behind that was if you wanted to buy fireworks for the Juneteenth celebration, you could. The way our fireworks ordinance is written is basically it just mirrors that state on the on-sale dates. So the only thing we're doing here is we're going in, we're changing one sentence basically. That's that green highlighted up there, and just it just says basically we're going to have the on-sale dates as the state. And as of right now, it's June 13th through July 10th, and then December 10th through January the 5th. And it's written like that because if the state changes it again, we won't have to go in and change ours again because it'll just refer back to the state on it. So.
Motion to suspend the rules, put on second reading?
Second.
Corey Emanuel,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Nick Reed.
Yes.
It's an ordinance regulating the retail selling, manufacture, shooting, or discharging of fireworks within the boundaries of the city of Mountain Home, Arkansas, repealing ordinance 2024-14.
Motion to suspend the rules, put on third reading?
Second.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Corey Emanuel,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Susan Stockton.
Yes.
It's an ordinance regulating retail selling, manufacture, shooting, or discharging of fireworks within the boundaries of the city of Mountain Home, Arkansas, repealing ordinance 2024-14.
Motion to adopt?
Second.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Corey Emanuel,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Morgan.
Whereas the City Council of Mountain Home, Arkansas previously had a solid waste collection contract with RLH Inc. and later its successor, known as Neighbors, and whereas details of this agreement were codified in the Mountain Home City Code, Chapter 516, whereas RLH Inc. Neighbors ceased operations in 2005 when it sold its landfill to the Ozark Mountain Solid Waste District, and the city's existing contract with RLH Neighbors expired on December 31st, 2007. Whereas the Mountain Home City Code 5.32 identifies Northwest Arkansas Solid Waste Management District for municipal solid waste disposal and includes a list of fees for residential and commercial solid waste rates. Whereas the Northwest Arkansas Solid Waste Management District was renamed the Ozark Mountain Solid Waste District in 2011, and the codified solid waste rates are no longer current nor applicable. Whereas certain outdated and incorrect sections of the Mountain Home City Code should be removed to eliminate confusion, therefore be it ordained. Section 1, Chapter 516, solid waste collection shall be deleted in its entirety the next time the city code is revised. Deletions due to the information listed in 516 no longer being relevant nor applicable to residents. Section 2, Section 5.32, Northwest Arkansas Solid Waste Management District, including codified fees for solid waste collection, shall be deleted in its entirety the next time the city code is revised. Deletions due to the information in Section 5.32 no longer being factually correct nor applicable to residents. Section 3, since intent of the city is intent of the Mountain Home City Council, this ordinance be used to clarify existing Mountain Home City Code by removing outdated or irrelevant material, and as such, this ordinance is not of a true permanent or general nature. Therefore, this ordinance will not be codified when the city code is next revised.
Mr. Lyle.
All right, this is another city code cleanup bill. Basically, we've got to write it like this because we've got to communicate with the municipal league who codifies everything. And I try to be as specific as I can because they have no idea what we want. They're just they're going to get a stack of papers cold of ordinances. We've got basically these two sections. They're old. The first one, solid waste collection, it talks about the RLH landfill, talks about an old contract with them. RLH or Neighbors, they ceased operations in '05 when they sold to the Ozark Mountain Solid Waste District. Then the other section, the Northwest Arkansas Solid Waste District, it was renamed the Ozark Mountain Solid Waste District in 2011. So it kind of gives you an idea how long that's just been sitting there in the code. It's been 14, 15 years now. It deals with the trash contract for the Neighbors landfill and includes a bunch of old trash rates that date back to about '07 or '08 as far as I can tell. And basically what happens is when we pass something by ordinance, when we turn stuff in to be codified, everything goes to Little Rock, and some poor soul there just takes the whole stack of paper and starts plugging stuff in where it goes. So at some point, they plugged all this stuff into the code, and it's just sort of been hanging around ever since, and it's old and it's obsolete. We do have some other entries around there. All that is staying in. If you look in your packet, I've kind of highlighted the green sections to go and made notes on the other. General trash regulations, all that is staying in. Stuff like, you're not allowed to dump your trash. You're required to use trash cans. There's a mandatory pickup if you live in the city. You have to have trash service. All that's staying in. We're not touching any of that. The penalties for violating any of that, all that's staying in. We're not changing any of that. One thing I want to note here, we're taking this out of code, but we're not repealing anything that we've passed before. We're just taking it out of code so it's a more user-friendly and it's not as obsolete looking.
You're not having to skip through a dozen pages that don't exist.
Yes. Yeah, there's like 2 pages of old trash rates that are, 15 years old, and I'm like, why do we have them in there? And if somebody reads it, they just get confused by it. So
Scott's cleaning house.
Yeah, he's been
we're eventually going to send all this stuff off to be updated here. We're getting closer. So
Yeah, you've been working hard.
As soon as you do, you'll find something else.
yeah, I keep stumbling across stuff.
I think the more we could remove about that situation, the better.
Right.
Amen.
Yes, I agree.
Get it out.
Make a motion to suspend the rules, put on second reading.
Second.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Carr Emanuel,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Wayne Allman. Oh. Jim Bonehammer.
Yes.
It's ordinance to remove Chapter 5.16 Solid Waste Collection and Chapter 5.32 Northwest Arkansas Solid Waste Management District from the City Code of the City of Mountain Home.
Motion to suspend the rules, put on third reading.
Second.
Carr Emanuel,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Jim Bonehammer,
Yes.
Susan Stockton.
Yes.
It's an ordinance to remove Chapter 5.16 Solid Waste Collection and Chapter 5.32 Northwest Arkansas Solid Waste Management District from the City Code of the City of Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Carr Emanuel,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Jim Bonehammer,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Morgan, you got one more here now.
Whereas Chapter 1120 of the City Code of the City of Mountain Home addresses the process for the condemnation of nuisance property, whereas City Council of the City of Mountain Home has used the listed process to condemn at least 8 properties by ordinance, whereas those condemnation ordinances were later adopted in the City Code of the City of Mountain Home and now appear in Chapter 1120 of the Code, whereas ordinance condemning specific pieces of property were not intended to be permanently ensconced in the City Code, and whereas keeping the condemnation ordinances in the City Code promotes confusion to City Code readers, therefore be it ordained. That Section 112002, condemnation required of the City of Mountain Home City Code, is hereby deleted in its following and replaced with the following. 112002, condemnation required that any such house, building, and/or structure which is found and declared to be a nuisance by ordinance of the City of Council will be condemned to ensure the removal thereof. Section 11-2003, description of property, reason for condemnation of the city code is hereby deleted in its entirety and replaced with the following. That an ordinance issued by the City Council of the City of Mountain Home, Arkansas, condemning any house, building, and/or structure which constitutes a nuisance will include an adequate description of the house, building, and/or structure, the names, if known, of the owners or owners thereof, and shall set forth the reason or reasons the house, building, and/or structure is or has been condemned as a nuisance. Section 3, references adopted for Section 11-2003 of the City of Mountain Home City Code shall delete the references and entities of the following condemnation ordinances: Ordinance 2015-1, 2017-14, 2018-14, 2019-21, 2019-32, 2020-26, 2021-18, 2022-40. That Section 11-2004 notice of the Mountain Home City Code is deleted in its entirety and replaced with the following. After a house, building, and/or structure has been found and declared to be a nuisance and condemned by ordinance as herein provided, true and certified copy of the ordinance will be mailed to the owners or owners thereof if the whereabouts of said owners or owners be known or the last known address be known, and a copy thereof shall be posted in conspicuous place on the house, building, and/or structure, provided that the owner or owners of the house, building, or structure be unknown. The posting of the ordinance, copy of said ordinance as herein above, shall provide a sufficient notice. The revisions adopted for Section 11-2004 of the Mountain Home City Code shall delete the references and entries of the following condemnation ordinances. Paragraph numbered 1 through 11-20-04 entry. Paragraphs lettered A, B, C, D under the 11-2004 entry. Section 11-2005, removal of the city code, is hereby deleted in its entirety and replaced with the following. If the house, building, and/or structure constituting a nuisance has not been torn down and removed, or said nuisance otherwise abated within 30 days after posting the true copy of the ordinance at a conspicuous place on the house, building, and/or structure constituting a nuisance, it will be torn down and/or removed by the building inspector or duly designated representative. It is the intent of the Mountain Home City Council that this ordinance used to clarify the existing Mountain Home City Code by removing outdated or irrelevant material, and as such, the ordinance is not of a true permanent nature or general nature. Therefore, this ordinance shall not be codified when the city code is next revised.
Mr. Lyles?
All right, this is actually something I found a couple weeks ago when we were pulling stuff for another condemnation thing. The city passes condemnation ordinances, and basically, when something was passed as an ordinance, it went to the municipal league, and it ended up in the code. And so now we have, I think, 7 or 8 different entries here, and most of them have been cured. I mean, the first one is the old Creekside Apartments, which is now Freedom's Landing. I mean, that's in no way, shape, or form condemned. I'm not sure why they did it like this, other than the poor clerk down at Municipal League was just, this is in an ordinance, so it goes in the code. This is in the ordinance, so it goes in the code. So what I'm proposing is we take out all those entries, the individual ordinances. We don't really change anything otherwise. There was little snippets of different condemnation ordinances scattered through all that, and it was just easier to say, just get rid of all this and plug this back in. So it's,
So in future condemnation ordinances, should we put in that language about it shouldn't be codified?
I would.
Okay, that makes sense,
There's a
yeah.
lot of stuff
Yeah.
going forward I think I'm going to put in there just to
that
try to
makes
help
good
them
sense,
out.
Yeah.
The old code did say we were doing this by resolution. We've always done it by ordinance as far as I can remember. I think the courts actually prefer.
They do.
So I also changed that from resolution to ordinance in there just so we'd be following our own procedures.
So our rules match our actions.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Well, I don't actually see the word ordinance, I just see the green highlighted resolution. But are you going to insert the ordinance in there?
Yes, if you read the actual proposed ordinance under those sections, 11-2001, the paragraph that we're inserting, it's verbatim to what's now in there, except we changed resolution to ordinance. And it's like that kind of all through there, so.
I think we've always done it by ordinance because state law says ordinance, and I don't think, I didn't realize we still had resolution in there, probably, so.
An ordinance to me makes more sense because it gives you can kind of rattle your saber and read this thing 3 times before it
Well, it
goes
gives better
official.
protection to the
Yeah.
property owner,
Yeah.
too.
Motion to suspend suspend the rules, put on second reading.
Second.
Corey Manuel,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Susan Stockton.
Yes.
It's ordinance to clean up Chapter 1120 to condemn structures in the city code of the city of Mountain, Arkansas.
Motion to suspend the rules, put on third reading.
Second.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren,
Yes.
Corey Manuel.
Yes.
It's ordinance to clean up Chapter 1120 condemned structures in the city code of the city of Mountain, Arkansas.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Corey Manuel,
Yes.
Jennifer Baker,
Yes.
Nick Reed,
Yes.
Philip Frame,
Yes.
Susan Stockton,
Yes.
Jim Bodenhammer,
Yes.
Bob Van Haren.
Yes.
All right, that takes care of everything that's on this agenda tonight that we've got in front of us. I think we meet again January the 22nd.
22nd, yes, sir.
Yes.
We'll be out next week to the league, so we'll be back here on the 22nd. Anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
Sounds good, Mr. Bob.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hey, Roger, is Chris out there?
Hit that switch.
We should go to
Switch.